Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Idiongoima Umoh. In today's video, I'm here to talk about how to love yourself based on the 5 love languages. Now, are you interested to find out what I have to say concerning this? Then you definitely need to sit back, relax, and keep on watching. Welcome back, guys. I know that we all are familiar with the 5 love languages. If you're not, I'm going to mention them. We have words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, gifts, and quality time. Now, we are familiar in using these love languages in our love lives, in our relationships. But what about using them to love yourself? Now, I'm going to talk about how to use these love languages to love yourself and improve on yourself. Alright guys, so let's just get right into it. Let's dive right into what I have to say. So the first love language I want to start with is words of affirmation. We are familiar with using words of affirmation in our love lives. That is telling your partner how much you love them and how much you need them. Praising your partner when they do a good job. That is exactly what I'm talking about. But in this context, we are using it for ourselves. Now, how can you love yourself using this love language, words of affirmation? The first thing that you can do is to practice daily affirmations. There are so many daily affirmations on Pinterest that you can download, or there are so many daily affirmations apps that you can download. These apps, they will give you notifications daily on daily affirmations. All you have to do is to keep telling these affirmations to yourself. Affirmations such as, I am a strong woman, I radiate beauty. You need to keep telling yourself this. You can write it down if you have to write it down in your journal. You can put it on sticky notes and paste where you can always see it. Tell yourself these daily affirmations. This is going to help you love yourself in this manner. So that's one of the ways you can love yourself using the love language, words of affirmation. The second thing that you can do in order to love yourself based on this love language is to recite mantras to yourself. Now, recite yourself mantras that you love, inspiring mantras, motivational mantras that will inspire you and motivate you to take on your day gracefully. Now, this is so important to have these mantras pasted somewhere. It is ideal for you to recite mantras that will show compassion to yourself, that will tell you how good you are. So that is one of the ways that you can love yourself based on this love language. Okay, so the third thing that you can do in order to love yourself based on this love language is to journal your strengths. Like I always say, every time that you want to end your day, it is good to reflect on your day and reflect on your wins. It is good to jot down what you've accomplished, jot down what you're good at. Remind yourself every time that, oh my God, I'm a kind person. Remind yourself, write out all the good qualities that you have. This is very important. This helps also to boost your self-esteem. This also helps you feel so good about yourself. So jot down every achievement that you've achieved. Jot down every task that you've been able to accomplish, every little win that you achieve in your day. You need to write it down in order to feel good about yourself. By so doing, you are loving yourself based on the love language, words of affirmation. Okay guys, so the last thing that you can do in order to love yourself based on this love language is to always be optimistic. Now I need you to turn down every volume of that inner critic in you. That voice that is telling you that you can't do it. You have to be the best cheerleader for yourself. Always see yourself telling yourself, go girl, you've got this, you can do this. Speak positivity into your life. Turn down the volume of every negative thought that you might be having. By so doing this, by mastering the act of being optimistic, you are loving yourself based on the love language, words of affirmation. Alright guys, so the second love language I want to dive into is acts of service. And this act of service, I like to say, do love. When it comes to words of affirmation, we are thinking love and we are saying love. But when it comes to acts of service, we are doing what? We are doing love. Now, what are these things that you can do in order to love yourself based on this love language? The first thing that you can do is to cook yourself that delicious favorite meal of yours. Yes, that is how you can show yourself love based on the love language act of service. All you need to do is to meal plan. You go grocery shopping, be intentional about it. Buy whatever you have to buy. Come back home. Put yourself in that sexy loungewear. Put yourself in the kitchen. Cook that delicious meal with a glass of wine by the side and give yourself a treat. Treat yourself to a delicious dinner or a delicious lunch, to a meal that you love, to your favorite meal. Now, by so doing, you're doing something for yourself. You're treating yourself to a delicious meal. You're cooking yourself dinner and lunch. So that is one of the ways that you can show yourself love based on this love language act of service. Okay, guys, so the second thing that you can do in order to love yourself based on this love language is to create and organize aesthetically pleasing home for yourself. Make sure that you're organizing your home and your house to your taste. Make sure your home is a safe place. I like to call my home a safe place because after the day's hustle and bustle, I want to come back to peace. I want to come back to calm. So make sure that you're decorating your space and putting it together to your taste, so that when you come back, you feel welcome, you feel calm, you feel relaxed in your own space. So organize and create that space for yourself that you can come back to give you that calm, to give you that peace that you need from the day's hustle and bustle. So that is one of the ways that you can show yourself love based on this love language act of service. Alright, guys, so the third thing that you can do in order to show yourself love based on the love language act of service is to groom yourself with love and care. Get a nice hairdo done, get your nails done, do skin care, just feel beautiful even if you're in your loungewear, but make sure that you're looking and you're feeling beautiful. Groom yourself to look nice and feel good. This is one of the ways that you can love yourself based on the love language act of service. You're being more intentional about how you look, how you feel by doing these things. So loving yourself based on the love language act of service entails you taking care of yourself from your hair down to your nails, down to your clothes. Make sure you put the good thoughts into that. And believe me, as you're doing this, you're loving yourself based on this love language without even knowing it. Like I always say, looking good is good business. So you need to invest in looking good and feeling good. Alright, guys, let's move along to the next love language, which is quality time. I like to call this one be present for self-care, be present for love. So the first thing that you can do in order to show yourself love based on this love language is to create time for your leisure and your hobbies. I like to tell people this, to make sure that whatever you're doing, whatever plans that you have for the day, whatever task that you've set aside to accomplish for the day, that you also create time where you will come back home, relax, and just distress. Now, you have to create time for your hobbies. What do you like to do? Do you want to go for karaoke? Do that. Do you like to watch movies? Just create that quality time to be with yourself, doing what you love to do. So that is one of the ways that you can show yourself based on the love language, quality time. Alright, guys, so the second thing that you can do under this love language is to prioritize sleep. Find time, guys, to sleep, even if it's just 30 minutes. Take a nap, or just make sure you go to bed very early. Prioritize sleep. Have a sleep schedule. Don't be staying up all night, don't be exhausted. Make sure you've rested. Make sure that you've revitalized yourself so that you can come back feeling fresh, physically and in the mind. So make sure that you have the time to sleep in order for you to reboot yourself and come back better the next day for another day's hustle and bustle. Alright, guys, so the next love language that we are going to talk about here is physical touch. I like to call this one feel love. Yes, you have to feel that you're taking care of yourself. Now, how can you do this? How can you love yourself based on this love language? The first thing that you can do is to invest in a spa treatment. Yes, get those tense muscles, relax. You need a massage, relax those muscles. You need to do your manicure, your pedicure, facials, whatever that you can do, make sure you treat yourself to a spa treatment. Make sure you're giving yourself a nice treat for a massage and all that. And by doing this, you're loving yourself based on the love language, physical touch. Alright guys, so the second thing that you can do to show yourself love based on this love language is to invest in your skincare. People, you have to be exfoliating your skin. You have to be moisturizing your skin. Make sure you're feeling your skin. Invest in your morning and nighttime skincare routine. By so doing, while you are at it, you're feeling yourself, you're feeling your face, you're massaging your face, you're touching yourself in ways that are pleasing to you. So make sure that you invest in your skincare and your body care by exfoliating and moisturizing. Alright guys, so let's talk about the last love language, gift. Now, so many people don't like to accept the fact that their love language is a gift. They tend to think that this means that you are what? That you are a gold digger. No. No, don't ever think that. Now, what are the ways you can love yourself based on this love language? The first thing that you can do is to buy yourself what you love. Now, don't allow anything in your closet or in your house be something that you do not love. Make sure that every item that you set out to get are things that you like, that are things that tickle your fancy. So don't be buying what you don't like. Don't be buying what is not your style. Don't be buying what you're not craving for. Make sure that you're investing your money and buying only the things that you love. Alright guys, so the second thing that you can do in order to show yourself love based on this love language is to gift yourself an experience on your bucket list. What is that one thing that's on your bucket list that you've always wanted to do? Have you always wanted to go skinny dipping? Make sure that you invest your money in giving yourself that experience. By doing this, you're showing yourself love based on the love language, gifts. Okay guys, so the third thing that you can also do in order to show yourself love based on this love language is to invest in your education and skill. Have you always wanted to get that master degree? Invest in it. Have you always wanted to learn a skill? It could be makeup, graphic design. Learn a skill. Have you always wanted to go into content writing? Then you need to take an online course for it and you need to invest in that. Make sure that you're investing in your knowledge. Make sure you're investing in your education. It pays to invest in education. Knowledge is power, as we always say. So make sure that you gift yourself that. And by doing this, you are loving yourself based on that love language. You've gifted yourself an experience to go for masters. You've gifted yourself an experience to do what? To learn a new skill. So whatever you have to do in order to give yourself that, it could be applying for a scholarship if you want to get a master's. Make sure that you're investing in getting yourself an education and skill. And by so doing, you're loving yourself based on the love language, gift giving. Okay guys, so that brings me to the end of this video. Were you able to learn a thing or two? Please, if you did, comment down below what you've learned. Like I always say, I love to read from you guys. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Also, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, what are you waiting for? You are on a long thing. Hurry up and go on to my channel and click on that subscribe button and the notification bell just beside it, so you get notified each time I post videos like this. Also, don't forget to share these videos with your family and your friends. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video, and as always, remain beautiful.